Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. I've got my new M&W Bach 50 here today, and I have not played it yet today. This is the first day that I have largely off. Finally, I'm away from tenor, trombone, euphonium. I've been playing those last few days, so I finally have some time to play this. And I thought I would do it live, not really live, but in front of the camera. I'm going to just take a few videos during the day of me playing this, practicing it, using different slides, all that kind of stuff. So you can see what it's like to play a horn for, not the first time I've played this for like 45 minutes total so far, but for the first time without completely trashed face, having played another instrument during the day. So here we go, first few notes. Like I said, I'm not warmed up. These are my actual first notes of the day. I like to play just a couple things, and then I'll actually do my warm-up, which is kind of boring. But so far, feels pretty good. It's very even. All the ranges just kind of seem to play the same way, but not in a boring way. I don't know. We'll see. This is with my 50 slide, just a stock 80s, I think, 50 slide. It's been repaired with a new crook, I think. Honestly, I can't remember. I think I got a new crook because the last one was dented. Wow. No. It had no spit valve. That was the only thing. Again, it's super weird. And my Marquee 87. Third partial feels. I can play fourth partial, third partial, second partial, and they largely feel and sound the same. I'm not getting 3 different face settings to make those come out. They just kind of plays. So there's your first taste. I'm going to keep playing this throughout the day. I'm going to just edit all this together, and you'll see me enjoying or not my new M&W 50. I'll see you in just a moment. All right, we're back. Finished my workout, done some other stuff. It's been like an hour. I'm gonna play some more. Again, I'm struck by the evenness. These slurs, even in my still not really warmed up state, are just so easy to play. All the partials feel and sound the same. I have a lot of really good instruments, and not all of them do this. Been playing euphonium and stuff, and it just, especially going all the way down the series like that, on euphonium, it does not stay the same. Get into the fourth valve, and everything just changes, and it sounds totally worse, and it's out of tune. Even some of my trombones, they get really different as I go down the slide. This is not getting different. And this is with my, what I would categorize as like the worst slide, you know, just a Bach 50 slide, yellow crook. I think this is a really good 50 slide. But my LT slide is quicker, faster responding. I have 2 dual bore slides that are going to be more open, a little larger sound, probably faster to play. This is the worst setup. Again, it's not bad. This is a very good setup. But I have a feeling with the other slides, it's going to be even better. It's very encouraging. I'm blown away by the third partial. That might be the best third partial of any of my trombones. That's such a danger zone on any instrument, any brass instrument, as far as I can tell. And this is not a danger zone. It's not weird. I've played that previous Greeno that I borrowed from somebody, but the third partial was nigh unplayable. The slot for it was like this big. And it was so weird. This is just not weird. Ah, I'm so excited. Not warmed up. This is how it usually goes. Wow. Trying to find that point of ease. Again, I've been playing different instruments, so this range, these kind of quick flexibilities, not super comfortable, but it feels really good on this. All right. Again, getting warmed up. I usually take a break now. Those slurs are a little hard in the face, especially first thing of the day. Again, first impressions, it's really good. I wanted to test that 6-position slur against how it feels in first, and it feels so similar. Very impressed. All right, we'll be back in a bit. All right, I'm back. Just had a little break. That finishes the kind of very beginning warm-up session. Now I do some kind of the same stuff, going through the partials, but I'm articulating. Been doing this a lot lately, and let's see how this responds. Who knows? So, first blush, I've been playing my B and S a lot, and that 9th or at 8th partial, the high B flat, never happens the first time. I can play it, it comes out, but it never happens the first time, and that hopped out on this. That felt really good. Again, evenness. That all feels the same. I love the B&S. It is not even. That range above the staff, again, I can make it work, and I think it sounds pretty good. And honestly, it plays pretty well. It's just not the same. It's not the same as the rest of the range. And right here, I feel like I am playing the same the whole time. The response is also really quick. Again, this is the slowest setup that I think I have. We'll see about the dual roar slides. I have played them, but I was completely fried from playing euphonium, I think, the same day. This feels really quick. It feels fast. It doesn't feel like I'm like losing energy on these attacks. I'm traditionally scared of that third partial because on most of my horns, including the B&S, that's the one that I'm going to miss. And so I think I scared myself there just out of habit and missed it a couple times. But it really does not feel that bad. Again, it's my most commonly missed note. Partial, I should say. All right, 6th position. It's gonna feel like that. Not too bad about it. I tuned these the first day I got it, and I think it's close, but again, I'm not totally used to this instrument yet. So that exercise does feel really good. I gotta say, when I warm up, that is never perfect. It usually sounds a little worse than that. So I'm not disappointed by like missing some notes and not being completely perfect and even. This is warm up. This is not exactly like technique practice where I'm trying to make it perfect. At least that's my excuse. See you guys in a bit. I'm probably gonna do long tones next. All right, a little bit of chop break, and I do recommend this when you're warming up. Don't just play straight for like 30 minutes. It's not good for you. A couple other thoughts. Ergonomics, very solid. I have not moved the second valve lever paddle at all, and the first valve one is in exactly the right spot for me. I dig it a lot. Up against the neck. Obviously, your neck is in one of the valve caps, like it is on any instrument. But these are nice and soft. There's a nice, obviously they're knurled. That's what the this stuff is. But there's a nice chamfer, there we go, on the outside edge of the knurling. Just kind of rounded over. And it means it doesn't just like cut into your neck. There's lots of horns that have the knurled valve caps, and they just like attack your neck. Please don't do that. It's pretty nicely weighted. This is not light, but it's not heavy. It's like exactly in the middle. I feel like most green hose are heavier than this. And I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe green hose have more bracing in different spots. I haven't like looked at a picture or anything. But I feel like this is just about right. It's not super lightweight like some of my Yamahas have been. I do like a light horn. But it's also just not heavy. That was my biggest complaint about the monster bass that I had. I had it built to be light, and it was still just really heavy, even with my non-screw bell. After playing it for like half an hour, I just was like, man, it's not fun. This is not that heavy. All right, let's play some monotones. They're not perfect, but it feels good. It feels even. Haven't had any weird missed attacks or anything. I dig it. Third partial feels really good. No weirdness going down the slide. I can find the center of all those notes so easily. Valve's getting a little hangy. Again, these are brand new. I'm not going to hold this against Matthew. I might need to take them apart, clean them out. I put oil on them, Ultra Pure Light. I've got a nice package of that with the instrument. But I'm sure there's some crud in there from it being made. And it's starting to slow down. See how long that lasts. So right off the bat, that second valve plays so well. I like the valves on my B&S, but they're dual bore valves and they're progressive bores. So the bore on the first valve is normal size, I think it's 593, and then it tapers and then it's larger as it comes back into the valve. And then the second valve is even larger, that's the second valve, when it comes out of the valve, and then going back in, it's even larger still. And so they are literally uneven. And playing that second valve in the staff is different. It does not have the same response. It does not have the same sound as playing the F valve. And so I will use the D flats in the staff, C's in the staff, B's in the staff, but it's a different experience. This, pop, just the note comes out, it feels really good. Okay, nice surprise. Those feel and sound remarkably similar. Wow. Again, B&S does not feel that way. I like the sound through the valves, but it's a different sound. It's not the same. That feels the same. That's really cool. Keep going. That second partial feels really good. I've had, especially the Shire's Curran trombone, the second partial did not feel like that. Felt like I had to play it just right for it to really center and have a real sound. You could play it kind of close, and a B flat or an A would come out, but it wouldn't have the real sound. This feels like I can just kind of play that partial and not think about it. I've talked to someone else who had the same issue with their Curran, ended up selling it because playing a loud low G was kind of like is this really going to be a good, healthy, robust G, or is it going to be kind of a weird no pitch center thing? This feels like it's just going to play a G. I really like that feeling. All right, here's a true test. G flat at first. I'm tight. I'm gonna loosen up and do some P attacks. Feels pretty good. I'm not like blown away, but again, it's better than the B&S. I don't really trust that G flat in first position. I'll play Fs in second, E's in third, and like D sharps in fourth, but it's just uneven enough. It's so different than like the B flat in first position with no valve that I kind of don't like it. And this feels pretty good. It's not perfect. It's pretty good. That feels good. It's not like blowing me away or anything, but I think what I'm noticing is that it's very efficient. I start to get into this range on the B&S, and I start running out of air very quickly just because it's got progressive bore valves. It's got a really big bell throat. The horn takes a lot of air to maintain a really good sound, and the real telling is with both valves. On the B&S, I've gotten to the point where it feels okay to play down there and be efficient, but it takes work. This doesn't feel like as much work. Yeah, you can tell I'm running out of the air at the ends of those notes, but I'm doing this pretty slowly, and it feels a lot better. The B flat in seventh on the B&S is sketchy. It's really hard to play, and it takes so much air to make that work because of the progressive bore valves, all the different design aspects. This feels a lot better. And again, this is with my worst slide, my 50 slide. Very intrigued. Another break. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Did some errands. Time to play some more. Let's explore low register a little bit. I'm doing some slurs. See if this valve hangs up anymore. Feels good right now. We'll see. And yeah, haven't played for another 45 minutes, something like that. So a little bit like Green Hose, these do not give you a lot of valve legato. I do feel like it's a little more than I got with Green Hose in the past. Sometimes those can just like click you into a new note, and there's like an articulation it adds. It's a little bit of that here, and you can feel me fighting it a little bit. The rotors on the B&S don't seal the way that these do, so I can get a little more valve legato. Let's try those again. So again, like in the long tones, this is way more efficient than the B&S. It's still a single bore slide. The B&S still has a single bore slide too. This is more efficient. I cannot really play those last couple ones in one breath on the B&S. That one was still not perfect, and I can still almost do it in one breath. So that's me fighting tension in my face, not so much the instrument. I do feel like the valve range to pedals is pretty even. There's not a huge brightness difference when I go into the valve range and come out of it. And the resistance is not wildly different either. B&S, it's just a different animal. And it's also kind of even. But this is a different kind of even. It's also easy to play in a different way. These are coming out really well. And that's my excuse for stopping and not playing a very good G major scale in thirds. They're popping. This feels really good. I say that and then I play that C. Again, this is me mostly. I expect more difficulty, and therefore my body prepares for that difficulty by tensing up, and this doesn't have the difficulty. So I need to relax and let the horn do its thing. I think that fifth position's in a different spot. I don't know what that's about. Probably a little bit of is playing the Bach slide, which has no, additional lead pipe thing on it. So the mouthpiece is closer to the slide brace, I guess is the way to put it. So I'm actually a little closer to all my positions. Wow, that G flat in first, the pedal G flat, really good. It is not that way on the B&S. This is still feeling so even. In and out of the pedals and the valve register. Just kind of feels the same. All right, sold on the low register, take another break, and I'll come back with something else. So last little bit of playing before I get lunch. I'm very hungry. I want to eat, and my food is cooking. So I thought I'd play some interval exercises, see how this handles those. I just played one in E flat, It felt pretty good. Let's play in B flat. Yeah, it feels really good. Getting into the fourth partial, sometimes those don't have the same response as the notes below because I'm kind of playing a little too low face wise, and that didn't happen on this. Who knows? Let's play it in F, but the higher F. Yeah, I just feel like the response is so even and immediate everywhere so far, and I have to stress this again. This is the slowest, worst slide to do all this with, so kind of blown away. I'm going to do that F1 down an octave, which is always really bad for me. I'm going to do it slow. Let's see if this one works. Yeah, not the highest quality playing for me, obviously. I just missed a C with the second valve. Played with no valve. But that feels really good. And that third partial just pops. Like, I'm sorry, but that blows me away to have those notes just come out with a real easy sound so quickly and so easily. Yeah. Let's do E flat down an octave. Doing all the easy ones because of my camera. Yeah, first pedal E flat, not enough air. But that is really efficient, really easy. They just pop out. I'm excited to play some real music on this after lunch. I'm going to get out some etudes, see how this goes. I'll see you guys in a bit. Welcome back. I had lunch, took a nice walk, and now it's time to play just a little bit of Shimera etudes. I'm going to play them as written, going to play them down an octave. Probably just those two. I want to see if I can express on this. Notes come out of it very easily. I like it a lot. But can I make music? Sometimes those things don't happen the same way. First impression, it's really good. There's nothing in the horn that's keeping me from making notes come out, from giving them vibrato, from playing them all the way to where I want to stop. That's really good. Let's try that down an octave and see if I feel the same way. Sometimes that's not true either on bass drum modes. obviously I don't sound amazing down there. I wish that were better, but I don't feel like the horn is a lot of that. Man, I just didn't play for like an hour. So coming back, just jumping straight into this, that's pretty good. Again, like I'm comparing this now to the Shires with cube rotors that I just had. That had a really good bell, had a really good slide, and it did not play like this. It played pretty well. You know, it was a nice bass trombone, but it was just not quite this. It was a little too picky. The slots, sometimes a little too small. Just wasn't it, and that's why I sold it. And it's now with a very happy student who is going to use it, you know, and get very far with it. I would have killed for one like that in college. This is another like 2 or 3 levels better than that. This is a lot better. Let's try one more. Let's do number 6, which I just did number 1. And we're gonna do number 6 now, which I've played before in bass comparison videos. And we'll try it as written first. Exactly following the phrase markings that are written in, because I don't need to. This is very efficient up there. Again, worse slide. Usually these do not have amazing high ranges, Bach 50 slides, or Bach 50s in general, honestly. They can be pretty good. This feels really good. I feel like I can make a good sound, connect notes, go to other registers. All right, let's turn that down octave. We'll see if I think the same thing. Yeah, not totally used to like the valves and stuff, but it still feels really good there. I'll have to listen to this and see how it actually sounds in the recording. But behind the bell, I'm mightily impressed. I'm going to keep playing this. I'm going to do some other stuff. This is just my very first impressions of this instrument. I got to say, I think it's really good. I keep saying that, but like, wow. I feel like I'm getting the Bach color and kind of like the breadth of the sound, but it's just so easy to play that I can change it. Some Bachs kind of just do their own thing. They're like, I sound like this. And you kind of go, well, okay, there we go. It's gonna sound like the bell wants it to, or the rest of the horn wants it to. And I feel like this has directions in both ways that I can go pretty far. Wow. All right. I'm sold. Thankfully, because I spent a lot of money on it. And of course, this is honeymoon period. I just got it. Of course, I'm going to try and justify it to myself. The real test comes when I play with other people, use it in different settings, etc. But I'm pretty confident. I have not had a bass that I took home and went and had this kind of reaction to. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Probably more thoughts about this. Yeah, that's about it for now. I'm going to keep playing it. Bye-bye.